your boy Rock Brown. Back at it again with another blog or whatnot. I got a question. It's like a double part question or whatever. And I'll give y'all my take on it here in a minute. But my question is, in a relationship, should your significant other be allowed opposite sex friends? Now, I can understand opposite sex friend being somebody that you just met. You know what I mean? No, hell no. Nah, I ain't going for it. You know what I'm saying? Because you took the time out to meet someone new and want to get to know them, and you're interested in who they are. You know what I mean? When you're in a relationship, you won't be interested in knowing somebody new. Now, as for old friends that you know for years, especially if they're not toxic to your relationship. Now, to some people, any opposite sex friend is toxic to your relationship. It don't matter if they're good or bad for you. They got a vagina, they got a dick. It ain't gonna work. Now, I think that, you know, in some cases, if they're not toxic to your relationship, then yeah, I believe you could have an opposite sex friend. You know what I mean? But they have to be respectful of your relationship and, you know, respectful of your time and things of that nature. Just show the utmost respect, and in many cases, they should be a friend to your significant other just as much as they're a friend to you. So yes, I do believe that. But if they, you know, they're sneaking around and hiding, they're trying to, you know, not be friends with significant other and things like that, then no, not really. That won't work. Now, which comes to my other question: do you think that there are necessary double standards with a male and a female? Should a male be allowed to do some things because we are wired different, and should a female be allowed to do different things because we are wired different? You know, obviously for men, you know, it's kind of like straightforward. You know what I'm saying? Men are emotional, but you know what I mean, just depends on, you know, the majority of men, you know what I'm saying, they don't run off emotion. With some women, most women, they do run off emotions. You know, even in a relationship, you know, and not so much talking about a relationship like, you know, romance or intimacy or things like that, but just for the simple fact, in any relationship, you know, you're gonna move by strategy. I move by strategy. You know what I mean? And most women, they get attached emotionally because with women, you got to get with their minds more than their body. You know what I mean? And with men, it's just like, hey, you know, I ain't putting much thought into it. You work, you don't. Boom. You know what I mean? So is there a double standard, you know, and is it a good or is it a necessary double standard when dealing with a man and dealing with a woman? You know, in my opinion, it can go either way, you know, and I think it really depends on the situation. I can't name every situation in the world because it's the world, you know. But I think sometimes, yeah, it's necessary to understand that, hey, that's a man. That's how it's going to be, you know. And that's a woman. That's how it's going to be, you know. Women are nurturing, men are not as nurturing, you know what I mean? So you got to take those things into account. So my question is, for male and female, is it good to have opposite sex friends? And for male and a female, is there double standards that are sometimes necessary and are acceptable? You know, let me know. Rock Brown TV, comment, share, subscribe, like it, talk back to me, leave some comments. I want to know what people think, you know what I mean, because me and my wife have these conversations, and you know, and it's good to, you know, just hear people's take on it, the world's take on it, you know what I mean, because, you know, it's just for conversational purposes, you know. So holla back at me, Rock Brown TV, like I said, go on YouTube, check it out, and you know, tell a friend to tell a friend. One time for your mind, two times for the streets.